Welcome back to Bree and Mandy's Moon Ritual. Hey Bree, what's up?
Hey Mandy, uh, not much up here, but looking forward to this ritual and um, yeah, excited to get into the vibes of the new moon. This full moon was definitely one of I felt very in sync with this full moon for lots of reasons that I don't need to share with everyone on the internet, but in ways that I don't know. With each moon that comes around and doing these with you, I feel more aligned. And this last one just really made me feel excited and more motivated, I guess, to continue this and to share with everyone uh, what we do and how we kind of allow these cycles to bring forth what is going to come anyways, but it just feels a lot different when you're being mindful of what's going on in your life, and also just being mindful of knowing that you can um, not take control but just kind of direct where the energy flows. I feel like
Yeah.
that's what happens for me in these rituals is my energy flows in a different way than it ever has before, and I feel like I just have more direction with that flow. What do you think? How have you been doing since the full moon?
Yeah. Yeah, what you're saying is so important because you've been a yogi for a long time. And it's the yoga practice, right? Whether it's pranayama, asana, meditation, it's the practice of yoga that creates the space for whatever to unfold. And it feels like that's what we're doing here with our moon rituals is we're creating the space to pay attention. And so it's, yeah, I do feel more aligned. But what's been like sticking in my mind is our conversation about pruning. I don't know if you remember, but you were talking about pruning the trees, and a neighbor had told you if you were to prune the trees, the energy would shoot up to the top. I don't know if they said all this, but this is how it works. And they would grow faster. And I think about how many trees I have in my backyard. And I was like, just looking at them. And I'm like, I've never pruned these trees. And it hit me like the resistance of pruning the tree. And so it got me thinking, and I've been in this whole tussle for the last 2 weeks of like to prune or not to prune and when to prune. And of course, I'm not literally talking about trees, although I am, but I tend to favor more like natural, like it'll fall away when it's done. But in our activity, we very specifically, so we had a circle and we put what we want inside the circle and what we don't on the outside of the circle. And in a way, that was pruning, or it was naturally letting things fall away. I don't know, guys.
Yeah. No, I
But
think
it's
that's exactly what I'm saying too. It's like it's gonna happen no matter what. What needs to happen is gonna happen. But it just I don't know, in my body it feels better. It feels more um it just feels better to be aware of what's happening in our life. you know?
yeah,
I just feel like our culture points us in this direction of unawareness and just kind of busying ourselves all the time and like numbing and I just that and I've been in that type of mindset and it didn't work for me. So I just yeah I think that's the the pruning of the trees is the same. It's just a metaphor for what we're trying to do with these rituals and with our life with the yoga.
totally. Yeah. Well said. Yeah, no notes. I love that. Well, let's talk about the current moon. We'll do our moon chant, and Bree will lead us through an activity. And she told me a little bit about it. I'm really excited. And then we'll finish with a grounding and restorative yoga practice. So let's begin with our moon chant. Get comfortable in whatever way you get comfortable. Bree, shall we do call and response again this time?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, we'll do call and response. You can follow myself or Bree through the chant or both. You choose. The chant is Om Cham Chandraye Namaha. Om Cham Chandraye Namaha. Right, and we'll do it 4 times. I'll take an inhale and I'll start on my exhale. Om Cham Chandraye Namaha.
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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
I invite you to rest in silence for a few moments. And release the practice when you're ready.
So for our activity today, you'll need a journal and a writing utensil, and then just your simple seat. The plan is to go through another type of chanting practice, which you can just listen or you can chant along. Maybe we'll try the call and response for this as well, Mandy, if that works for you. And then we're going to go through some questions, some journaling questions. So the chants are based on the chakras, and this new moon is bringing about truth and speaking your truth. So I want to focus on, the throat chakra is what came to mind when Mandy was explaining the new moon and where it's aligned with this month. But I want to kind of work our way up the body to the throat chakra. So we're going to start with the root chakra, which is the first chakra, move up into the solar plexus, which is the third chakra, and then up into the throat, which is the fifth chakra. So if you'd like to come back into your simple seat and close your eyes, we'll start by just coming into the present moment and taking notice of your breath and your body. Maybe even with your eyes closed, just noticing the space around your body. And then really bringing that focus down into your seat. Noticing any parts of your body touching the ground or touching whatever you're sitting on that is touching the ground. And just start to breathe down into this area, into your seat. So as best you can, bringing that breath down into the low belly. And really just not needing to take any more control of the breath other than focusing it down into your root. Maybe even directing the exhale also downwards towards the earth. And while you focus on your body, specifically down in this root, the color here is red. So you could also picture a red light or anything that comes to mind that is the color red. And with your breath, with each inhale, try to deepen that red, that color of red. And you can do that in any way that comes to mind, maybe trying to think of objects that are the color red, or maybe just focusing on that light, that red light, with each inhale, deepening, brightening that red color. So the chant for the root chakra is LAM, Lam. And we'll do this chant 4 times for 4 rounds. So I will inhale for the chant of LAM, and then Mandy will do the response. LAM, 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 LAM.
Long, 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 long.
LAM, 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 LAM.
Long, long, long.
LAM, 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 LAM.
Long, 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 long.
LAM, 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 LAM.
Long, 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 long.
Now taking a few moments of silence. The root chakra is that which grounds us. And so for this chakra, the questions I'd like to journal and focus on is, what is it that grounds you? And then also reflecting on, do you feel grounded? So just taking a few moments with your eyes still closed, just thinking about these questions. First, what is it that grounds you? And then, generally speaking, have you felt grounded in the recent moments of your life? Have you felt grounded throughout your daily life? And then when you feel ready, you can open your eyes and open your journal and write down anything that has come to mind. What grounds you? And have you felt grounded recently? Just taking about 30 more seconds to write down anything that you need to. And then coming back to your seats, you can close your eyes again and bring your hands into your lap. From here, we'll go up into the solar plexus, which is just above the belly button. Your diaphragm lies here, so that is the muscle that pulls your lungs down as you inhale and pushes them up as you exhale. So just bringing your focus to this part of your body, maybe really paying attention to the diaphragm, expanding and contracting your lungs. Maybe taking a few deeper breaths to really feel into that. And here in this solar plexus chakra, this third chakra, the color is yellow. So you could bring to mind just that, the color, maybe the light of the color yellow. And if you have a hard time picturing any light, you could bring up images that are the color yellow. And whatever it is that you're picturing, and that yellow color, breathing into that and expanding that, maybe bringing in more images or brightening that yellow light. And really trying to direct each inhale and exhale towards that solar plexus. And for the chants of the solar plexus, the word is Ram, R-A-M. The R is a rolled R. And so we'll chant this again 4 times for 4 rounds. Ram, 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 ram.
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 Taking a few moments of silence. So for this chakra, what I'd like you to think about is what is needing discerning in your life. We talked about this a little bit in the last full moon. So maybe thinking about, again, what needs to be discerned, and also how you create an environment that supports your discernment. And you can think about this in terms of your goals, your ongoing goals. What needs discerning in order for those goals to come about? And how might you create an environment that allows support for that discernment. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes and just write down any thoughts that come to mind around discernment, what needs or what you would like to discern, and what kind of environment allows for success in that discernment. Just taking about 20 or 30 more seconds to write down whatever needs to be put down for you today. And then one more time, coming back to your simple seat, closing your eyes again, coming back into your body. And so we started down at the roots, the seat. We came up into the solar plexus, just above your navel. And now we'll focus up into the throat. We're just taking a few deeper breaths directed right there into the throat. Allowing each inhale and exhale to come not just through the throat, but directed towards it. The color of the throat chakra is blue. So maybe bringing to mind a blue light or any object you can think of that is the color blue. And then with each inhale and exhale, either brightening that blue light or just allowing other things to come to mind that represent that color blue. The chant for this throat chakra is hum, H-A-M. So inhaling for hum. Hum, 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 hum.
Hum, 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 hum.
Hum, 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 hum.
Hum, 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 hum.
Hum, 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 hum.
Hum, 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 hum.
Hum, 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 hum.
Hum, 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 hum.
Taking a few moments of silence. We're reflecting on this throat chakra. I'd like you to think about, what truth do you need spoken? And also, who do you need to hear that truth? Is it something that you just need yourself to hear, or is there other people you'd like to hear that truth? So, again, what truth do you need spoken? And who do you need to hear that truth? And when you feel ready, you can bring those thoughts down onto paper, to your journal. Just thinking about 30 more seconds. Get down what you'd like to about what truth you need spoken, and who would you really like to hear that truth? So I hope that journaling activity was useful. It's, again, one of those that you can maybe go back and read what you wrote, maybe even journal a little bit more on it with the new moon. But then just kind of letting it go and letting what came out of it, letting it happen as it will or as it needs to. We'll also practice letting go of that in our next part of our practice during the asana. We'll do a restorative practice with Mandy.
Thank you, Bree, for this activity. It illuminated a lot for me. And under the dark new moon, that's nice to see. I usually feel a bit more reflective at the full moon. And I'm really seeing maybe some seeds from the past starting to like come up and show themselves, which is cool. So let's get into our asana practice. We are going to start with some grounding postures that aren't necessarily going to feel restorative right away. And then we'll move into a very restorative practice with our legs up the wall or on a chair. So you might want socks for the end of practice. I have some near me. You might want an eye pillow or a blanket. Get the things that you would most want to have a nice, deep, restorative shavasana. You don't have to put your legs up the wall. You could just have a traditional shavasana. So grab those things and I will see you on your mat. Okay, we're going to begin standing. And stand with your feet wider than your hips. Maybe even a little wider. And you could have your heels a little outward, so your toes a little bit of a pigeon toe if you'd like. And we'll just start by waking the body up. We're not fully awake here, so inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hinge from your hips for a forward fold. Bring your fingertips to the mat or to blocks. And from here, we'll do a little cat-cow from our forward fold. So press down into your feet as if you're going to pull the mat apart. Spin your inner thighs towards the wall behind you and see if that gives you a little bit more in your forward fold, but no striving. From here, with a nice flat back, inhale, arch your back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, add a little mini arch to your lower back as you lift your chest and chin, if that's okay for your neck. So this is like a micro cat-cow, nice and subtle. You'll notice your spine range of motion is slightly different when you're on your knees. Please keep a bend in your knees, no locking out the legs. And let's do 1 or 2 more rounds. Come back to neutral, and we're going to walk our hands. You can walk them on blocks or across the floor and bend into your right knee. This is a groin stretch, Skandasana. You can face your left toes up towards the ceiling if you'd like. And option here to press your hand into the mat or a block and inhale, reach your left arm up towards the moon. Breathe here. Slowly come back down with your arm and turn your toes forward. Press down into your right foot as you transition over to the left. Option to stay here, or as you inhale, to reach up towards Mother Moon. I forgot to talk about the energy of the moon. This is, as Bree mentioned, of discernment and the power to purify. Exhale, come back down and back up. Straight spine, so keep a bend in your knees, reach the crown of your head forward and your shoulders back down your back. Bend your knees generously, press down into the earth, root to rise, come all the way back up. Gonna pivot both feet forward. Your back foot can be slightly faced outwards in a 45-degree angle. Warrior one, inhale, reach your arms up. Press down into the earth, pull your mat apart with both feet. Bring your palms together and exhale to heart center. Stay for an inhale. And as you exhale, hook your left elbow on your right knee. One breath here. Inhale, come back around and up with both arms. Step your left foot forward, right foot back. Toes face the outer edge of the mat at a 45-degree angle. Exhale your hands to heart center. Stay for your inhale. Then exhale, rotate, twist. Hooking your right elbow on your left knee. On your next inhale, we'll come right back up. And step right foot forward. Let's heel toe, feet as wide as your mat. And lower down into Malasana or Yogi Squat. Elbows between your knees, if possible. You can press into your palms. Lift your heart. Open your throat. Then exhale, come back onto your back. This is where you'll want your socks, if you have them close by, your eye mask. You can place your legs, the back of your calves on a chair or your couch. If you have a wall nearby, sit close to the wall with your outer hip against the wall. Steady your body with your hands behind you and rotate your legs up the wall. Let's take the hand position of one hand on heart and one on belly. Of course, if you prefer something different, listen to your body. Notice your heart rate. Notice your breath pace. Without needing to change it, just simply observe. The star sign of Krittika, where the moon is this new moon. The symbol is a razor that can cut through or cut out or purify, prune away. Breathe into your lower belly without forcing or striving. You may feel the temperature in your toes or your feet drop. And let's try to not make this mean something. Like, oh, this is bad or wrong. I should stop doing this. But to stay in a neutral place, allowing room for sensation and not running from it either. In the last few moments here, let your body get a little heavier. A little softer. The moon represents our emotions, our inner world. When the new moon is on the same side as the sun, it's not reflecting the sun's light. So we may feel more dim or internal. More introspective. As you feel ready, bring your knees down towards your chest for Apanasana. We'll take a few breath cycles here. This is a powerful posture for its own kind of purification, elimination, letting go of that which we no longer need. So just for a moment longer, observe yourself. Be the witness to your experience of how you're taking care of yourself for this moon cycle. It's a powerful thing to do, to take care of yourself. As you feel ready, you might like to deepen your breath. And roll to one side slowly. And pause there. And press yourself up to your comfortable seat. We'll sit together for just a moment for a quiet meditation. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs into your heart. You can repeat, may my heart be pure. Bring your thumbs up to your lips. May my words be pure. Thumbs to third eye, forehead. May my thoughts be pure. You can bow towards your heart and release the practice. Bree, can I ask how you're feeling in your own time?
I'm feeling like I just had a very good nap. I'm feeling very grounded. Yeah, kind of like I just have a whole new energy body.
Yeah, that resonates. I think we purified. moment to moment process.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any reflections from your activity that you'd want to share before we close, or anything else that wants to be known or should be known?
Nothing really surprised me that I wrote down today. And by the end, I think maybe the only thing that I knew deep down, but until I wrote it down, it wasn't complete. Like I wasn't completely acknowledging it. Was that I'm the one that needed to hear what I had to write down. And I think I was, for whatever reason, telling myself that other people in my life, I felt like needed to hear it, but it wasn't true. It was just me. I needed to. How about you? Any reflections?
Yeah, this was a cool activity. Kind of like you said, it wasn't big surprises. It's that which has kind of been in my field, my aura, the last couple of weeks. But I found it like, I don't know if I want to say surprising, but maybe for lack of a better word, surprising that as soon as I wrote down what my truth is and who needed to hear it, all of the fears and questions started to just flood. But what if, what if, what if? And I let myself go ahead and write some of them down so that I can take this over the next couple weeks and really kind of inspect, are these fears real or perceived? And I think that they're very likely perceived. But, I think it's getting myself comfortable, and it brought me back to the third chakra, the discernment of like what needs to be discerned here to allow myself the confidence to speak my truth, I guess. And it's not a big truth. It's not, but there's just these things that it's like, here's where I'm at in life, but is somebody else there? And what if I tell them too early? Or, what if they don't like it? Or what if I tell them and then I regret it? Or I tell them and it doesn't work out, just all the flooding of thoughts. And so, and then also a grounded sense of, even if I did all of that, everything's okay. So I think it felt really good to get very grounded before exploring that. All right, that is our new moon ritual for May. We are blessed with 2 full moons this May. So we'll be back for the full moon in Scorpio on May 31st. Thanks for sharing your time and energy with us and allowing us to share our practice with you. Thank you, Bree.
Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, everyone.